When I think of Liss. When I think of Liss.
When I think of Liss.
When I think about Liss.
When I think of Melissa.
When I think of Melissa.
When I think of Liss.
When I think of Liss.
When I think about Melissa.
When I think of Liss.
When I think of Liss.
When I think of Liss.
When I think of Melissa.
I think about how spontaneously fun she is. We always have a good time. I think about house parties then and now. I think about playing piccolo until the early hours of the morning. It's an honour to be your best woman.
Very sound advice. Lots and lots of alcohol. Very entertaining. Very good host. The best eldest sister. Always very willing to have a chat. She's a really good chef. She really likes her food, and it really shows, and she's very proud of it, which she should be, because it always looks really good.
When I think of Liss, I think of a big sister who's always there to take care of me, especially when I'm drunk, which is most of the time. I think of the time when it was just within the first few years of us knowing each other, and I had a panic attack, and Liss sat me through it and made sure that was okay. So yeah, that's really cute. When I think of Liss, I think of me, Mum, Thomas and Liss, and you two teaching me how to play Ring of Fire. That's the game, right?
Here we go.
And we got absolutely hammered. It's one of my many fond memories of you.
When I think of Liss, obviously there's millions of times that we've met before, so lots of memories to choose from. But in particular when you came all the way to Iceland just to see me, and then hang around waiting for me to finish work, and then we got to get loads of beers on your work account, so that was very fun. Someone that's very happy, very smiley, and welcomed me in quite nicely.
We love you, Liss.
When I think of Melissa, I'm filled with a sense of pride and a sense of relief. Pride that she's managed to get where she's got in her 30 years, which I'm very proud of, and relief that she's managed to get to that position after 30 years.
When I think of Liss, I think of someone that's always up for going to the pub or doing some karaoke. I think of Liverpool Football Club, obviously. I think of EpiPens, a nerd in the best possible way. Lotus Biscoff sandwich cookies, but mostly just a loving and hilarious friend who's always up for an adventure.
I think of a very caring person, very loving, very welcoming, hosts great dinners, very fun, lots of alcohol, and endless amounts of music and TV recommendations.
When I think of Liss, I think of also so many dinner parties. I think of someone who's just so kind and so caring and who's made me feel so welcome in the family, and I love her for that.
I think of her insatiable appetite for fun and alcohol. I think of one of my best friends. I think of her wise guidance and advice. How she's always there for me, no matter how busy she is. Melissa, I look up to you and I try to follow your example in almost all areas of life, although not all areas.
When I think of Liss, I think of all the fun times we've had together on trips and holidays.
Like the time we went to Greece and Liss suggested that we both go nighttime topless swimming. It wasn't until maybe my second lap of underwater swimming I realised Liss was the only one wearing goggles.
I think of when we went to watch the rugby at Twickenham. It was the first ever time I tasted a Guinness because she put it right in front of my mouth and was like, drink this. It's the infamous story of when she just fell over completely on her own, nothing to trip over, she was just on the floor, and then she was like, Bria! Like I had anything to do with it whatsoever. because she fell over nothing and blamed me. And that was my first ever Guinness / maybe alcohol experience of my life.
When I think of Liss, I think of day drinking, misusing ice cubes, and being the glue that holds our friendship root together.
Guinness shots, I think of singing and dancing. I think of good times.
And Ginger.
When we think of Ginger, we think about the first time that we met Liz, which is one of the funniest memories I think we have of her.
When I think of Liss, I think of somebody who loves to swim underwater in the dark with their goggles on at night time, and generally giving off the impression that they like to creep on their friends.
When we were at the Arctic Monkeys concert and Mars Kane came out, and I just didn't fully comprehend or recognise like who that was at the time, and she definitely made sure I did. She was very happy that that happened, and just an appreciation for music, and also always being able to whip up a good meal out of nothing.
So, what can I say about my eldest? Well, basically, when she was born, she changed my life forever because I became a mum, which is mind-blowing. I love Liss for a billion reasons, one of which is this natural connection we both have with music. She knows how I feel about music and vice versa, so we can talk about music at the drop of a hat. And there was one funny story. When she was pretty small, I think she was about 8 months old, she was sitting up in her high chair, and I thought, oh, I'm going to use one of her christening presents, which she got, which was a China Peter Rabbit bowl. And she had this thing about she didn't like being fed too quickly, so if the spoon, because she wasn't feeding herself at that age, if the spoon came before she was ready, she'd say mouthful. So I had to wait till mouth wasn't full, and then I was slowing down, doing it slowly, and then I did it one too many times for her, too fast. She went, mouthful! Smash! Peter Rabbit bowl smashed on the floor, so I was like, oh, great.
When I think of Liss, I think of someone who is kind, caring, and just an all-round wonderful person. I think of the time when we liaised in secret for weeks or months just to try and make a nice surprise for Tom. She even had to change my name in her phone so Tom wouldn't be suspicious. She's just always going above and beyond to do something nice for other people.
The main story that comes to mind that I think sums up our relationship quite well was I was around her house and me, Tom, Liss and Ellie were getting quite drunk, and she handed me a bottle of gin when I was already several drinks in. I made myself a couple, and by the second or third one she was looking at me and saying, I think that's a bit much. And I didn't listen. Looking back now as a sober person, if Liss tells you you're about to make a drink that's too strong, you should listen. I didn't listen, and I won't be having gin with Liss again.
I think of sightseeing in New York and trying my best to keep you out of all Irish pubs. I think of countless dinners and late nights together in London, third wheeling you and Tom. I think of all the visits to see you at university and just all the life experiences we've had together that have been made so much fun by you. I love you so much, and I'm so excited for you to be entering into this new era, coming into your 30s, your wedding in a couple of weeks, and another wedding next year. I'm just so excited for you and so happy to be there on the sidelines cheering you on, always.
I think of the time that me, Liss and Tom went to Nice, and I got to spend a week very happily pretending to be their adopted child. And yeah, I think of one particular evening where we were walking along the sea and walking along the quay and looking at all these massive super yachts and thinking about all the crazy billionaires that might be living in them. And we ended up sitting down next to the sea at this place that did mall freight. And it's not a particularly kind of crazy memory, but just sitting there eating buckets of mussels and drinking far too much wine until the sun went down. It's just a memory I look back on really, really fondly.
When I think of Melissa, I think of presents. She's one of the best gift givers I know, and we are very lucky, me maybe especially, to have an older sister that's so generous.
When I think of Liss, I think of all the fun, the laughter,
drinking games. Oh yes, and the aftermath. Actually hung her head out the front window. Well, it wasn't just her head that she hung out. And then she deposited down the front of my house. And then disappeared very early in the morning, and Tom kept me busy while she hosed down the front of my house, yes. I think about the time we came back drunk from South London and how you embarrassed me singing at the top of your voice, because I get very easily embarrassed, and you decided that you would sing all the way down the train and embarrass me. I'd like to say thank you for making my firstborn, my baby boy, very, very happy, and it is lovely to see that both of you really happy together.
And there's another funny story. When before I had her, I knew she was going to be a boy, and so much so that I bought blue baby grows. I was secretly hoping for a girl, but I knew she was going to be a boy. So when Nana came round to help me with the first few loads of washing and help with her, etc., the neighbours next door saw blue baby grows hanging on the washing line, and they brought round your baby's born. They came round with their card saying, "Congratulations on the birth of your son," which was really funny. I love you to the moon and back, Liss. I still can't believe you're actually 30. To me, you're still like that little one in my head. I hope you have the best day. Thanks for being the best daughter. You have so many amazing qualities. You organise everything so well, and you make everybody laugh. And I'm so proud to be your mum. Love you lots.
When I think of Liss, I think of the times then when she used to cuddle up next to me on the sofa or a chair, and we'd read books together. And I think I remember lots of the Beatrix Potter books, which she loved. She had a whole collection. And she's still a darling. We love her very much.
When I think of Liss, I think of lots of nice things, from when she was brand new up until the present day. There's one story I always like to tell. When Liss was about 4, and they were living with us at the time, between houses, and I was building a fence in the back garden, a close board fence, which means you nail every board on with 3 nails. And I had a bag of galvanised nails, which I was using, and she stood with me for 3 days with this bag of nails, and she would say, "Do you want another one, Grandad? Do you want another one, Grandad?" To every nail that's in that fence, she said, "Do you want another one, Grandad?" And I still have the bag of nails, which is going to make an appearance at an appropriate moment, and I'll retell the story.
When I think of Liss, I think of happiness. The last 7 years have been some of the most incredible of my life. Made me complete, smiling, full of life, and I couldn't imagine my life without you. Over the next few weeks we're going to get married. I cannot wait for it and the rest of our lives together. But the purpose of this message, the purpose of all the other messages, is to wish you a happy 30th birthday. There are so many stories I can talk about or reference, but there's no point because there's so many. I wouldn't even know where to start. I can't wait to make so many more with you. So happy 30th birthday, I love you lots, and let's have a bottle of bubbly or 2. Cheers!
Happy 30th birthday, Liss!
Happy 30th birthday, Liss.
Happy 30th, Liss.
We love you.
Happy 30th birthday, Liss.
Happy 30th birthday, Liss.
Happy 30th, Liz. Have a really wonderful day. Love you lots.
Hi, sweetheart. Happy 30th. Have a really lovely day. Sorry we're not going to be there, but we love you very much and we send you all our love.
Happy 30th birthday, Liss. I hope you have a lovely day, and I am looking forward to celebrating it with you. Love you lots.
Happy 30th birthday, Liss.
Happy 30th birthday, Melissa.
Happy 30th birthday, Liss.
Happy 30th birthday, Liss!
Happy 30th birthday, Melissa!
Happy 30th birthday, Liz!
Happy 30th birthday, Liss.
Happy 30th birthday, Liss!
Happy 30th birthday, Liss!
Happy 30th birthday, sweetheart. Love you lots and lots. Have a lovely day. Lots of fizz, lots of beer, lots of wine, and then snore asleep. Love you, darling.
Hey, happy 30th birthday. Cheers. Love you.